Hey guys, welcome back. As always, my name is Laser, and today we're gonna be talking about Sanctuary Onslaught, the new game mode in Warframe. But before we jump into some actual gameplay, you probably know that also Khora was released with this update, and I want to show you exactly where you can get Khora. Everybody has access to this information, it's right on the wiki. Now, there are two versions to Sanctuary Onslaught, and I'll show you a little bit of both, just to get a good idea of it. There's an easy version, level 25-30, and there is a harder version with higher level enemies. The point is, if you want to farm Khora, apparently the better drop chance is on the easier modes. So you have 3 rotations. As you can see, 2 zones is rotation A, as well as 4 zones, 6 zones is rotation B, and 8 zones is rotation C. And you're gonna see exactly what I mean when we get to gameplay. First of all, rotation A will drop the Khora chassis, rotation B will drop the Khora neuroptics, which is the last part I need, incidentally, and rotation C will drop the Khora blueprint as well as the Khora systems. Now you also see you get all sorts of other stuff here. You get a bit of endo, you get some relics as well, and you get some Captura scenes as well. Corpus Ship Freight, Grenier Sellab. I already have all of these, so they're pretty easy to get and drop quite often. Synthetic Eidolon Shard can be traded in for 5,000 focus. Now on the harder version, you will notice that the Khora parts have a lower chance to drop than on the easier one. Okay, so there's a big difference there. If you just want to farm Khora, go easy mode. However, the harder version has additional rewards. The relics, first and foremost, all relics that drop here are directly radiant relics, so that's something to keep in mind. A little bit of extra endo, nothing major, but also you can get the Braton Vandal if you're interested, or maybe more important, the Lato Vandal, which is actually not that bad of a weapon. And well, I think that's pretty much it. Let me show you some actual gameplay. Oh, and the Kuva Fortress scene. That might also be nice to get. So the way you start a mission is pretty simple and straightforward. You simply jump into your syndicate missions, where you would do missions, well, for your syndicate. And you see you have 2 missions here, Onslaught 2030 and Onslaught 7990. Now, to be perfectly frank with you, I found both of them as being very easy for the most part, and not as much reward for staying in a long time. The least I stayed in a Onslaught that didn't bug was about 12 rounds. Now this is new content, and as with Warframe, new content is a bit buggy. They already released a couple of hotfixes for they could not join session full. Not a problem, we'll do it again. They already released a couple of hotfixes for this game mode, so it's getting there, okay? Just give it a day or two and it will be less buggy. Now, essentially how this works, the normal one and the harder one do work differently. The normal one is completely random, okay? Random tile set, random enemies. The harder one is fixed in place. The same, you'll always get the same level 1, same level 2, same level 3, and so on and so forth. So you can adapt your tactics a whole lot better for the harder one, and I believe they will change the harder one once a week, once a month, something like that. Which also gives them the opportunity to change up the rewards, the extra rewards we get for the harder one. Now I'm gonna grab my girl here, which of course is Mesa, and we're gonna jump right in. Now you might want to wait outside until your party gets full, just wanted to point that out. These enemies are a snap, a walk in the park, nothing really to be concerned with. You're gonna be able to delete them without much issue. And again, since this is the easier one, everything is random. The tile set, as you can see, it's an Orokin, yeah, it's Orokin tile set, but we are fighting the Grenier. And essentially, you will be getting a reward every 2 levels. This is level 1. On my left, you'll see I have efficiency there, and next conduit, and a score. The score, from what I understood, only really matters to the leaderboard. So hold on, buddy, where is you? So don't worry about the score, worry about the efficiency. Efficiency must always be high. How do you get efficiency? There are 2 ways. By killing enemies, which is the primary way. Kill them fast, kill them hard. And the second way to get efficiency, when I find one, I will show you. There are these little efficiency balls lying around. In hard mode, there are 2 per level. In easy mode, 4 per level. And those balls will give you 10% efficiency when you pick them up. Now, in this case in particular, in easy mode, they don't really matter that much when it's this early on into the game. But in harder mode, what you want to do is kind of mark them and only pick them up if you actually need them. And what I'm doing right now is kind of looking for those little balls. So again, reward every 2 waves. Now what I'm gonna attempt here is, I'm not gonna show you too much gameplay because, well, an hour of this would be terra boring, but I will be trying to get the last part I need for Khora, which is the Neuroptics, which drops from rotation B. So that's gonna be the reward on wave number 6, 12, 18, 24, you get it. The most I stayed in this one, I don't even remember. 14, 16 waves until we failed efficiency, and that's pretty much it. Let's talk about tactics for a second. Do you want to cheese this? Yes, you can. Now there is one additional rule that these game modes have and is a bit new. You can't overuse any Warframe's 4 ability from what I saw. If you overuse your 4 ability, you will get a forced cooldown on it. So for like 15-20 seconds you're not gonna be able to use it. So AoE spammers like for example Banshee are not gonna work out all that well. I'm gonna try to force a cooldown, but for right now these enemies are simply dying all too quick and I can't overuse my 4. There we go, we completed zone A. You see a portal appears and we also got a rank S. Don't worry about the rank, just get it done. You jump in and now the next level will occur. So if you want to cheese this out with AoE, because yes, you can with AoE and cheese it out because it is Warframe, mother of cheese. What you want to do is get Saren and or Saren Prime, because Saren doesn't necessarily have to spam her 4 all that much, just 1 and 3 to get the AoE out, and I saw 2 Sarens go hard at this and they went like 12 waves without breaking a sweat, and the rest of us of course were left feeling very useless. So yes, you can cheese the crap out of this one as well. There we go, this is what I wanted to show you, efficiency. This is an efficiency glow. Oh, that was an efficiency glow. The efficiency globe will give you 10%, just mark it and only use it when you need to. But as you can see, we're gonna finish these levels with or without efficiency at probably around 100%. So you don't need to worry about it when it's this easy. Now you also might have noticed that I'm getting a little bit of focus. Now I think this will be the new main focus farm, simply because you can get a lot of focus, especially from the hard one. When you enter, not the first, the second level, you'll automatically get one of those focus globes and you're gonna receive a lot of focus. And I was able to cap out my daily focus in just, I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that. So I think this will become the new main focus farm in the long run, because in the short run, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna farm the crap out of it, you're gonna get everything you need, and then you are done. Yes, the harder version does provide additional rewards, and you're gonna get that one too, and Radiant Relics, but it's not like they give you exactly the relics you want to be Radiant. I hope that they are gonna change the hard one up very often. Okay, so it keeps people interested in playing it, because they want the rewards from it. Okay, so new cool stuff for the hard one. In the long run, that's pretty much it, because, to be honest, it gets old quickly. Then again, I don't see what else they could have done to make it even more fresh. It's gonna really depend on how often they refresh those rewards and the tile set and restrictions of the hard one. So again, we're gonna go for rotation B on this one and try to get finally the Khora Neuroptics, so I can bring you guys some content for Khora as well. There we go, Lifty 1 is our reward, and I should have a marker on my map telling me where to go. You can't stay, you can't remain in a zone, because you will be killed and teleported to the new zone if everything works the way it should. So we're just gonna jump right in, and efficiency keeps ticking down, as you saw there. Efficiency will be the issue, not during the early levels, but it will be the issue. Right now these enemies are, I don't know, level 30 something, 40 something, nothing all that hard, and you will see when we get to the harder one, but I don't feel like they're actually... Oh, this is a Kuva mission, a Kuva fortress tile set with infested enemies. Like I said, random. I don't feel like the enemies are actually normal level 100s, level 40s and so on and so forth, because again, when we get to the harder one you will see, but they don't seem to be having the right amount of HP or the right amount of armor. They seem terribly easy and get one-shotted by mostly everything I do. Now, it is fair to say that my gear is highly overpowered right now, but still feel like they're not like the normal level 100 Eximus we know and love, because I was one-shotting level 160 targets in the harder one. So there's that. Put a headshot, but still shouldn't be able to do that. In any case, don't let the high level there scare you, just go for the harder one as well. Get a couple of buddies ideally, if not go with randoms, it's totally fine. One thing that I kind of forgot to mention, how do you end one of these here missions? And the answer is, well, you kinda don't, because there is no extract point, not in the conventional sense of the word. When you are done with a mission that could go on and on and on, like for example a survival or a defense, there was an extract option. You don't have that option in this game mode. So what did we do when we wanted to get out is simply let the efficiency run 0, and that's how the mission ends. Which is a bit of a clunky way of doing things, but that's how you extract, unless we're all missing something very, very obvious, which I don't think is the case. So again, if you want to be done with it, then well, just wait for the efficiency to run out, and that's pretty much it. For example, a way of farming, there we go, Corpus Ship Freight Scene, that's what we got this time. That's my 4th, I believe. And we got a marking of A+. Not getting S's anymore. I was running with my group and we're getting S's all the time. I would like a better way to like kind of end the mission, because for example maybe you want something from rotation B like I am trying to obtain now, the Koran Optics, and you want to do 6 waves, then extract. Then again, is there any point to it? Because as you can see, everything is timed. Next conduit will come in 2 minutes, that's not a lot of time. And you might want to stay in to, you know, because as you have a chance on the 6th wave, you'll have a chance on the 12th wave in my case, in rotations B's case. Then again, the enemies do get progressively harder, and the efficiency gets, I think, gets drained faster, and I might be wrong about this one. But one thing that really bothers me about this game mode, and I really wanted to see, look at that 10,000 focus and I wasn't even trying, is the fact that there's little to no incentive of staying in longer. What is the point? What do I get extra? What do I win? Because I don't know if you noticed, but no resources drop. Seen any resources drop? No, there are no resources that drop here. So there's not even the incentive of more, I don't know, new roads, something like that. There is no real point to staying longer, unless again I'm missing something, which I doubt. I would have loved that. Maybe you would have a rotation D, for example, that would only be like on wave 50. An example, okay? Just an example. Again, there is no incentive, so I'm already seeing probably tactics like let's do 6 waves for 1 rotation B or C or D or whatever it will be the case on your end, and then extract. And by extract I mean AFK enter the thing. Feels a bit rushed and a bit buggy. It is a bit buggy, but again, they have been working hard and already released 2 hotfixes to fix some of the issues in the game mode. Ideally, if you want to play with your friends, you want to host if you have a solid connection, because players that are not hosting might disconnect when they are transitioning to a new level. However, that is not terrible. You can simply just reconnect unless you're the host. If you're the host, well, then everybody gets screwed over and nobody gets rewards. I tested this out with a couple of friends of mine, so yes. Conduit is materializing now, and we got a ranking of S, and we're gonna move to the next one, which is Zone 6, and this is when I hope I get my reward. I'm hoping for the Koran Optics. Yeah, I can't seem to manage to get it on Mesa to get the force cooldown on 4, but I'll show you eventually, don't worry about it. Now give me the damn neuroptics. There should be 10 seconds left, and I don't know if you noticed, but mostly these arenas are not very big. However, there are a couple which are quite large, I gotta say, so you're not always gonna get these small ones. Okay, next conduit is materializing. What's my reward, Simaris? Aw man, and oh damn, still no neuroptics. Next chance is at wave 12. And as you can see, the enemies now are roughly level 55, and they're the Kuva Guardians, which normally deal a bit more damage. But we got a mag that is spamming her AoE right now, so we're not really in any real danger. Look, level 66 excellence, how terrible. You see, they die a bit too quickly for what they're supposed to be. Again, mag would be another choice of cheesing this out with AoEs if you so desire, definitely. Here's another focus orb. Again, I'm just gonna, an efficiency orb, I'm just gonna mark it and I'm not gonna touch it in case we need it later. Fat chance of that happening, to be honest, at least not on this wave, but still. That is like, I think, the ideal approach. Just mark it and use it if you actually need it. Okay, end of number 8. Let's see what kind of reward we're gonna get. I already have 2 Khora blueprints and we got a Neo K1. That's Cronin. From the K1 I don't remember exactly what. From the K2 you get the blades, and from the K1 I think not the blueprint. It might be the handle or something. Lift 7 as a reward. Not that big of a deal, but at least we're at the end. Corpus faction on Grenier base thingy. I think this is the place where you farm Tellurium. And that is it. We made it to zone 11 with this random group, which just wasn't really terrible, but not great either. So finally, mission score 800,000, Lift T1 relic, Neo K1, Lift F7, the Corpus ship freight scene, 300 endo for 28 minutes. Well, of course, you could have gotten better rewards, but as you can see, only me and this guy stood till the very end. People do drop off after they do the rotation they want to do, to try to obtain the item they want to obtain, and of course that will hold true both in the harder difficulty mode and the easier. Now let me give you a taste of the harder one. Though, to be frank, I know this will be weird, but for me, at least from what I tested so far, the differences between them aren't really that huge in terms of difficulty. I know the level gap that appears there, 25, 30, 70, 90, 75, 90, looks huge, but in execution, it doesn't seem really all that hard. So keep that one in mind. Again, the harder one is fixed in terms of conditions. You'll always get the same level 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth in terms of tile set and enemy disposition. And here we go. Like I told you guys, the first tile set for the harder one, at least on this week or this month, is an Orokin Derelict with a bunch of infested, and the starting level is 70 something, 79, 80 even. These guys don't pose much of a threat, at least not for me, and I can gun them down quite quickly and efficiently. 80, 85, even higher. Now again, the harder difficulty does provide additional rewards, so it is definitely worth checking out and doing. And of course you can prepare for it a whole lot better as well, because you know exactly how the levels will be, what enemies you'll be getting, what kind of tactics you can use, and so on and so forth, if you guys want to stay like a long time in. Although I fail to see the point. I fail to see the point in staying too much in here, because again, there is no like secret rotation or additional bonuses and all whatnot. And again, as you can see, these guys don't drop anything but ammo. Some of them at least. So there's no farming new roads or something like that. The second level will be a Corpus tile set with Grenier enemies, and you don't need to worry about these guys as well. They don't hurt that badly, at least not for a Mesa. And they still die in like one shot, as you can see. Level 80, 90 Grenier. Let's clear house a little bit. And again, you should have no real issue as long as you have like decent level of gear. And the first reward, Lato Vandal Receiver, and that was once again from rotation A, and we're gonna move on to zone number 3. Lato Vandal, huh? I got a friend who got a Lato Riven recently, and he was so complaining about it. Oh my god, I got a Riven for the worst pistol in the game. Maybe now he'll change his opinion. And we're down with zone number 4. Now I asked the guys how many waves did they want to do, and somebody said 8, so we might be doing 8 waves this time, which is, or should be at least, easy mode. Now we're on zone number 4, and once again it is fixed. Now you will get that Corpus Factionized Planet thing, I forget which one it is. That's the tile set. As for the enemies here, you will be fighting against the infested. And it's gonna be pretty easy, and again, keep in mind that you do have those extra efficiency points, globes, whatever. They will always be in the same positions on the hard mode. Conduit initializing, and the reward is a lift C2. Now take a look at that relic. You'll see that the 3 little dots on it are lit up. That means it's radiated. Oh god, I brought enemies from the other side with me. Now, zone number 5 will feature corrupted enemies on a Orokin tile set. Nothing you haven't seen before, and you will see that our efficiency will probably hold strong in this one as well. And we're moving on to the next zone. We got an S rank for zone 5, and now the next one will be on Lua. Okay, so the moon tile set, and you're gonna be fighting the grenade. And these guys are a little bit tougher because they do have a little bit more armor. But again, nothing you should really worry too much about. This being zone 6, at the end of it we have a chance at the neuroptics again, which is what I'm interested in. The neuroptics for Khora, the last part. I don't know what just happened with that smoke bomb of sorts. Is this lag? Where is my crosshairs? My crosshairs are gone, my interface is gone. I don't know what's happening. 6,000 focus. Okay, I don't have... Like I said, it can be a bit... What the... I don't know. Yeah, I have met this bug before. When you get this bug, there's no other choice. You can hear my Warframe, yes? So it is active in the background in there somewhere, but the screen is white and it's bugged out. And when this happens, you're forced to Alt F4. It's a bit buggy, okay? I'm hoping they're gonna iron it out in a day or two maximum. They already released like 2 or 3 hotfixes for it, so gotta log back in now. Okay, we were able to reconnect. Apparently we're flying back and zone 6 was completed, but I don't see a reward for myself, unfortunately. Okay, I did get a reward. 400 Indo, or no, those are the old rewards? I'm not really sure what was the reward. What is this zone? This is not the right zone. What is going on? Oh, this is the right zone. I'm not sure. Efficiency is going down. That was unfortunate. Now that bug which you saw there, I already suffered from it a bunch of... Okay, and here we go again with that bug. Unplayable like this, really. Alright, the game seems to be functioning now. I managed to get unbugged after 2 reconnects. Of course, that did cost my teammates. Unfortunately, nothing I can do about it, but try to make up for lost time. Now, Conduit is materializing it. That should be another reward from rotation C. No? No reward? Wait, was that wave 7 and this is 8? Yes, this is 8. This is the final one these guys wanted to do. So get a reward from rotation C as well. Let's check the enemy level. 160. Leecheximus gets free shotted. Do we have it? We have it. Perfect. Alright, it didn't bug. Woo! Awesome. And that is it. A bit buggy. A bit buggy to say the least, but an interesting game mode. Not the end game I was hoping for. It's really gonna depend on how often they're actually gonna update the hard mode with the new rewards and all whatnot. But as it is now, it just requires a couple of bug fixes and it can be entertaining for an hour or 2 or until you get all the parts that you want from it, including Khora. And that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.